स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, Vyakulata, intense longing for God. When it awakens in one's heart, he will see God. The only condition of realizing God, under which state of existence does one see God, is when the heart pants for the vision and once for all drops off the entire universe and his bodily existence. Once for all. If God makes him wait for hundreds of centuries, he will not touch anything again what he has given up, because it is in search of the paripurnata, fulfillment of life, that he is longing for God. Nothing gives us fulfillment. Whatever we attain within the universe is perishable. Name, fame, power, beautiful body, youth, strength, everything goes away. Progeny, wealth, everything, nothing remains. Whatever you attain, even if you attain heaven or some higher planes of existence, that is also goes off. Kshine punye martyalokam vishanti. So there will never be, whatever you attain, it goes off. It is like collecting something and putting in a bag which doesn't have a bottom, and carrying the bag only. And what happens is you will always have dearth and emptiness within. It is never fulfilled. The total fulfillment comes, real fulfillment comes only when you reach your source back, your own home. When you go back, when you transcend this nature and enter the life eternal in the transcendental realm. This is space and time bound relative existence, that is absolute existence. That is Satchidananda, Sat, existence, Chit, consciousness, Ananda, bliss, absolute. Satchidananda, ocean of bliss. What more you want? You are going to become one with it. So there alone you will find total fulfillment. Till then you will not have. Whatever you may have, even visions of God will not give you total fulfillment. The world drops off, all the problem of the world will go away. You may be free from karmic cycles, yet there is no total fulfillment. Great fulfillment will be there, not total fulfillment. Total fulfillment comes with you are becoming the Satchidananda Sagara yourself. When the river joins the ocean and becomes ocean, not even when it sees, not even when she touches it, but when she enters into it and becomes one with it. When you become one with God, even in Savikalpa, the jiva longs to become one with God, get dissolved like sugar dissolving in water. It is there from the Savikalpa, the Jiva enters into Nirvikalpa. The form starts dissolving. So there the fulfillment comes, when there are no two. Otherwise, one will limit the other. So here the longing is given as the yearning, intense yearning. And then after the song, yesterday we heard the song, offering of bale flowers, bale leaves and flowers, hibiscus. That also we saw sandal paste of love. Continuing, he said, longing is like the rosy dawn. After the dawn, out comes the sun. Longing is followed by the vision of God. But when longing is there, everything will be actually dark. Means the longing possesses the heart. It cannot think even, entire mind won't be there. But a kind of total emptiness. Total emptiness. That I don't have any ground, anything. The world has fallen off and I don't have what I am seeking for. That's something like grief. It is not the grief of the world. It is grief of the soul. The innermost core is weeping, and we call it dawn. There is no light seen. There is darkness, utter darkness in longing. But it is dawn, because the night is going away. The night, dawn is the sign that night is disappearing. So this night disappearance, slowly the night is. The sheath of ignorance, the veil of ignorance that was covering to the self is slowly dropping off. You see, last what remains at the state of samadhi is only buddhi, intellect, buddhi. Mind dissolves in buddhi. Bodily existence becomes still. Pranas also slowly relax, as if they are becoming inactive. It is kinetic energy becoming potential energy like. It is calming down. All the pranas, all the energies in the bodily system is calming down. There is no activity of any type. Senses are dissolved in mind. Mind is dissolved in the intellect. And intellect, buddhi alone, fully charged with the consciousness, Chaitanya, Chaitanya-maya, that it loses its naturehood. Otherwise, intellect is a part of nature. When nature, in its nature, denatured intellect, it is like iron. When it is heated to become red hot, it is no more iron. Like that, intellect becomes charged with the awareness of the divinity. Whatever be your understanding, suppose with form, without form, whatever it is. Without form, you are bypassing the form. That's all. Otherwise, you are passing through the form. From the form, you are going to the formless. You are avoiding form and going directly to the formless. So, whatever be your path and understanding, the longing is making that veil of ignorance. When you are there last, the longing is in its peak, that you are not able to exist anymore without attaining it. Then the veil drops off. The veil of Maya drops off. What was covering your soul drops off. Now, the intellect alone is there charged with all senses, this, that, everything is dissolved. Ego also gets dissolved in it. Ego dissolves. The seer also goes off. The intellect, which is searching for the buddhi, which has become chinmaya, which has become something like chidghana, so much of chaitanya, that alone is searching for the reality. Now, it is from this, it is now Jivatman's existence as if it has become the buddhi. Buddhi alone is going last. And it has the sheath of ignorance, the tamas. Tamas here is the mula avidya of the jiva, mula avidya. That is the veil that it drops off. And what remains, remains. That's why it is called dawn. Dawn is where it is becoming transparent. The veil is becoming transparent. Sri Ramakrishna says, when the consciousness raises to Ajna Chakra, you will be seeing in and through a glass case the reality. You will go and dash as if. If you see the windows from windows outside, you will not even understand glass is there. You will go and dash against the glass. If light is there inside and you are outside, after the class you can go out and see. You will not see glass at all with this much of illumination inside. You feel as if in Ajna Chakra when you are there, you feel as if you are experiencing. It says like a moth struggling to pass through the glass case in which the lamp is kept. It is being seen and not attained. There the veil has become transparent. This is dawn. At dawn it will become transparent. And sunrise is when the veil drops off, falls off. Sunrise means the veil has fallen off. The mula avidya has totally dissolved. And what remains, remains. Longing is followed by the longing is the rosy dawn. After the dawn, out comes the sun. Longing is followed by the vision of God. God reveals Himself to a devotee who feels drawn to Him by the combined force of these three attractions. The attraction of the worldly possessions for the worldly man, the child's attraction for its mother, and the husband's attraction for the chaste wife. If one feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions, then through it one can attain him. Here in English, the Western English is little confusing for the Eastern people. It is just like I am taking class means in Indian language, I am giving class. I am taking class. In the West, taking class means I am a student. I am giving class means I am a teacher. Here it is reverse. I am taking classes means I am a teacher. Like that here, the attraction of the worldly possessions for the worldly man. Worldly man is attracted by them. So the pull is on the opposite side. the man is attracted by that. We feel, next one you see, the child's attraction for its mother. Child's attraction for its mother means, here in Indian language, English, child's attraction for mother means child's attraction for mother. Means it is what child is experiencing. Child is experiencing child's attraction for mother, but it is reverse. Mother, what mother feels seeing a child is child's attraction. Child's attraction for mother, Here we, oh no, Thakur did not tell like this. We many times feel. Other places sometimes they give the other way also. Then we get confused. When we see in Bengali original, তিন টান একত্র হলে তবে তিনি দেখা দেন বিষয়ের উপর মায়ের সন্তানের উপর, here it's clear, মায়ের সন্তানের উপর আর সতীর পতির উপর টান। এই তিন টান যদি কারো একসঙ্গে হয়, সেই টানের জোরে ঈশ্বরকে লাভ করতে পারে। He is able to realize God. If he can bring all these three pulls together, then and direct it towards the divine, it is here. First time when we read, we take it in the opposite way. But here when he uses attraction of the worldly possessions for the worldly man, when he says, then we will have a little clear understanding. If you don't go ahead and think on it, possessions, attraction of possession for a man, worldly man, then it becomes clear. The subsequent husband's attraction for the chaste wife. Husband's attraction for chaste wife means wife is experiencing Shatir tan patir upare. So when these three, these are why Sri Ramakrishna is giving these things are these three things. Bishoyir upare means here it is translated as the worldly possessions for a worldly man. Possessions include here all types of enjoyments also. Bishoy means the worldliness, all type of worldliness. Worldly possessions, when he uses the term worldly possessions, it includes all type of enjoyments, what he possesses, worldliness, to fulfill his worldly tendencies. So, attraction of the worldly possessions for worldly man, these three things, mother's attraction for the child, how the mother feels when it sees, we can see cow and calf. Calf is kept tied, especially when it is 1 month old or newborn. The cow will be struggling to meet that child. Child will be jumping about here and there, it will be in its own joy. It doesn't feel, when it feels hungry only, it will look at mummy. Otherwise, mother cannot bear its parting. So, it will be constantly looking at it. Why? What is the difference between any other person? Why the mother and child? Bishoyir upor. And these three entities have entered the heart of man, and it is possessing the consciousness. So these are the important powers. It's as if the consciousness is working here, functioning. The highest power is the Atmic power, Atma Bala. All other Bala, strength, will dissolve away. But these, they say, the relationship between mother and child will go for 7 lives. Each life, suppose she becomes a woman and have a number of children. What would be her state? Only pull. Becomes something like mad, unable to bear. So main thing is, what we see here is, it is arresting the consciousness, deriving the strength from consciousness. I am conscious. That's why we say husband and wife, they remain in each other. They remain. That's why they become the part of their karma, shareholders of the karma. Husband's all punya karma will go to wife, and wife's punya papa karma will go to husband. They say, just because he promises I will take care of you, and takes the wife as dana. His awareness, wherever that person is there, the awareness, I am going somewhere, I carry my wife or husband. I am carrying. We will not know, especially when I do something wrong. The wife will be there inside. She will come to know, she will come to know, she will come to know. Like that. Whenever a wife does any mistake, my husband is there, he will come to know. That guilt of doing error, it will not happen with any other person, father, mother, anybody. But it happens with the... So they each other. See, so same relationship, mother and child. And worldly man cannot live without worldliness, worldly objects which he possesses. All the time his mind will be there. Like Purandaradasa, Navakoti. So that it becomes a part of my existence, as if we say it enters the heart. And then this dislodging from heart is difficult. We can dislodge it from mind easily, divert your mind somewhere. But heart you cannot separate from the heart. So this part of this one, these are the main things that arrest the awareness. It will not allow to go. Similarly, your awareness is arrested by God now. Entire. As if your existence is captured by God. When these 3 pulls are made one and focused on God, they are integrated, united. All these, what all I can seek in my life, what all I can have is, these 3 will be there at all times in every human as a part of his. He wants, these are 3 actually are the lower 3 chakras. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. That is the Jiva's existence. Anahata and Vishuddha are Prakriti's part. And Ajna and Sahasrara are the divine, absolute, pure Chaitanya. Chaitanic existence, Prakriti existence, below the navel, the Jiva's existence, karmic. So because of that, these 3 will remain in human, in some form or the other. So when these 3 are brought together the attractions, what he would feel anywhere at any time from the world, all are now in God. The whole thing flows. When it flows into God, all that I seek is only God. And seeking God is not for fulfillment of anything else. If I get God, I'll get everything. That everything. So this focusing, ekatra kore, bringing them, what all you can long for, you will see in God. What all you can ask for, you see in God. So many times, many things in the world also, very often we see our whole mind is captured by a particular object and I want to somehow possess it, but it is the force of the mind. Anything catching the world is in and through the vasana. Vasana covers mind. It cannot touch the Chaitanya, consciousness. But this karmic load, which has created the existence of the jiva, existential forces, these are existential forces. These are, I am diverting to the Lord. Have a clear understanding of what it means for. So, I am diverting all that I can seek in my life at any time, and I don't seek anything anytime elsewhere, here or hereafter, forever, except God. Then the veil falls off, the veil of avidya, and you will have the vision of God. It reveals itself. This is the an important means when Sri Ramakrishna says in his village language of so simple, we don't understand. Every word is like a sutra. When you open it alone, it goes on opening, goes on opening, goes on opening. Once Yatishananji was there in Bangalore. One parcel came. I was not a witness, I heard. Just like in our ashrama and all, they carry the parcel with great interest. What has come, what has come. In the parcel, a brahmachari brought it to Maharaj. Brahmachari is also curious to know what is inside. Maharaj saw and asked him, open it. So, the ties and all that, he started opening. Then he opened and saw another packet is there inside. Then he looked at Maharaj's face. He said, open it. He opened it, another box is there inside. Then again he looked at Maharaj's face. Open it, he said. Maharaj again. Then opening, another box is there. One over the other, sheets, covers they have put. Then Maharaj said, again when he looked at it, open, open, open and open. So that open, this opening has to happen. And we must, this is the exposure. Then you will find infinity there. Eternal and infinity. When all sheets are removed, there is the Absolute alone. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat. Ramakrishna Arpanam.